Everything's Coming Up Roses. Again, an in-depth look at American Broadway revivals. Revivals have always been prominent in the theater community, but lately they've been judged more than ever before. Because of this, I wondered if the success or failure of a revival could be pinpointed. In this presentation, I will compare and contrast an original run of a show with one of its revivals, some successful and some not, to see what truly makes for a successful show. Gypsy originally opened in 1959 and since has had 4 Broadway revivals, 2 movie adaptations with another on the way, and 6 United Kingdom productions. Because of this, Gypsy has become the 9th most revived show in Broadway history. However, the most prominent revival happened in 2008. Although every new revival brings something fresh to the show, one thing is always there: a star. Mama Rose, the lead character, has often been called the second most challenging role in musical theater history, making a star very necessary to carry the show. 2 women have taken this role to new heights: the original, Ethel Merman, and the most notable actress in a revival sense, Patti LuPone. Ethel described herself as a singer and a dancer, while Patti described herself as a singer and an actress, which makes sense because she was part of the first ever theater class at Juilliard Performing Arts College. With a role such as Mama Rose, dancing is not very important, where acting is definitely more important. Ethel was nominated for the Tony and the Grammy, but only won the Grammy, where Patti was nominated for the Tony, the Grammy, and the Drama Desk. However, she only lost the Grammy, winning the other awards. The original production played 704 performances before closing, where the revival played 359. However, the revival was only billed as a limited run and was only supposed to play 200 performances. But the run of the show sold out in 35 minutes, so they had to add more. The original production won 0 Tony Awards, while the revival won 4 of the 6 they were nominated for, making the 2008 revival much more of a success. The original production of Pippin opened in 1972, and the most notable revival since opened in 2012. Pippin tells the story of a medieval prince trying to find his true self. Where the original show is your standard Broadway classic, the revival completely changed the interpretation. The 1972 production is set in a medieval town. However, the revival is set in a circus. The original used a male narrator called the leading player, where the revival used a minority female actress to fill the part. The revival version of the show, which is now available for licensing, actually demands that the leading player now be a minority actress. The original used standard choreography by the legendary Bob Fosse, where the revival completely uses circus acrobatics, as you can see in the picture below. The original played a total of 1,949 performances, where the revival only played 746. Both productions also won 5 Tony Awards, which happened to be in the exact same category as well. However, the revival made Broadway history by only being the 9th show to perform at 95% of its full potential. Because of this, in my opinion, that makes the revival the most popular show. The original production of Evita opened in 1979, and the revival opened in 2011. Evita tells the true story of Eva Perón, a small-town actress who climbs her way to success and eventually becoming the First Lady of Argentina. Where the original cast only unknown actors, the revival relied on stunt casting to sell more tickets. The original production cast Patti LuPone, who I mentioned earlier, and Mandy Patinkin in their first major Broadway roles, thus launching their career. The revival cast Argentinian pop star Elena Roger and American pop star Ricky Martin, who were both already famous. The original played 1,584 performances, where the revival played only 363 before quickly closing. The original also won 7 Tony Awards, where the revival won 0 of their 3 nominations. The revival was also the only show in the 2011 season to not earn back the money it cost to produce the show, making it a legitimate flop. Because of this, the original is far better than the revival. Spring Awakening opened in 2006 and launched the careers of Jonathan Groff and Leah Michele. The revival opened in 2016 and had no notable stars. Spring Awakening tells the story of being a teenager in 1891 Germany and dealing with uncertainty. The original was a pretty cut and dry show, but the revival totally changed the interpretation. The 2006 production featured one actor to a role, where the revival had two. One was hearing and one was deaf. The original actor acted as the voice, whereas in the revival, the hearing actor acted as the voice, and the deaf actor acted as the emotions. The deaf actors taught the hearing actors American Sign Language, which was used throughout the show. Every actor in the show used American Sign Language for every line and every lyric. The original also had a limited set, as you can tell below, where the revival was more grand in their set design. The original production played 887 performances, while the revival only played 158 performances. The original production made a grand total of over $57 million, where the revival barely scraped $9 million. In addition, the original production swept the Tony Awards, winning all 10 of their awards, while the revival wasn't even nominated. And the revival had to start a GoFundMe account to raise money to even perform at the Tonys. The revival is often considered one of the biggest flops in revival Broadway history, thus making the original production far better. Although a revival's success or failure can't be exactly pinpointed, it is clear that some aspects such as star power and limited interpretation changes really work, where stunt casting and heavy interpretation do not. And even if a show isn't totally successful, revivals still bring classic stories back to the stage for younger generations to experience and enjoy. Without them, these classic stories would disappear from American Broadway history.